win, go win, go win, go win, go win, win, go win.
Let's transition to one of my favorite segments of the week. It's my weekly top/disappointing performer segments. It's where I give my top player performance and most disappointing player performance and top team performance and most disappointing team performance as well. Let's start off with the player who had the best performance from week 13 is Packers quarterback Jordan Love. Jordan Love, week 13 against the Detroit Lions, 18 for 30, threw for 234 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Passer rating was 124.2. Jordan Love was in his bag for the Packers, had 2 fourth down touchdown passes for the Packers. Packers had 31 points for the game. Big time performance from Jordan Love against the Lions. Packers improved to 8-3-1, and they swept the Lions. So Jordan Love had the best player performance in week 13. The player who had the worst performance in week 13 was Lamar Jackson. Yes, Lamar Jackson had the worst performance in week 13. Lamar Jackson went 17 for 32, 246 passing yards. Sounds good, right? 1 interception, had 2 fumbles lost against the Bengals. And this is Lamar Jackson against the Bengals. He completed 53% of his passes, and his passer rating was 65.4. More importantly, 0 touchdowns, 3 turnovers. It's his first career game with 0 touchdowns and 3 or more turnovers in his career. I don't know what the hell's going on with Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson had the worst performance in week 13 from a player standpoint. Now, let's go to which team do I believe had the best performance in week 13. And for me, it was a tie. I have a tie. It's 2 teams I want to shout out in the NFC who had great team performances. It's the Dallas Cowboys and their 31-28 win over the Kansas City Chiefs, and the San Francisco 49ers with their 23-9 win over the Browns. A great game for the 49ers. Niners beat the Browns 26-8. For the Cowboys, Cowboys playoff hopes were slim prior to their matchup against the Chiefs. You're going up against the greatest quarterback in NFL history in Patrick Mahomes, and arguably the greatest head coach in NFL history in Andy Reid. And I thought the Dallas Cowboys showed up to Jerry World and balled out Thursday on Thanksgiving in primetime in front of millions and millions of viewers. Cowboys hung 31 on the Chiefs. Dak Prescott in that game had 2 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb had over 100 yards receiving, a touchdown. George Pickens also had close to 100 yards receiving. I thought the Cowboys had arguably the best team performance in week 13, but they weren't alone. The 49ers traveling to the East Coast in a completely different time zone. The 49ers beat the Browns 26-8. And I thought in that particular game, the 49ers defense, they got after Shador. They had 3 sacks. So big shout out to Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers. I thought they did a great job, and they got after Shador Sanders. I thought overall their offense, they ran the football effectively with CMC for the game. The Niners, they only had 91 rushing yards, but I thought CMC had timely big plays within this 49ers offense. So I thought the 49ers had a great team performance in week 13. Now, the team that had the worst performance in week 13 was the Philadelphia Eagles. The Chicago Bears beat the Philadelphia Eagles 24-15. And the Eagles were awful in that game. And the thing is with the Philadelphia Eagles, this is becoming a trend. In that game, though, against the Bears, here's the Eagles' offensive numbers. The Eagles had only 87 rushing yards. They had only 230 passing yards for the game. And they only had 317 total yards of offense for the game, 14 first downs. But this has been a trend for the Eagles all season. For the season, these are the Eagles' offensive ranks this year. Points per game, they're ranked 19th. Total yards per game, they're ranked 24th in the NFL. Passing yards per game, they're ranked 23rd in the NFL. Okay, rushing yards per game, they're ranked 22nd in the NFL, and their 3-and-out percentage is ranked dead last in the NFL. We know the Eagles have great talent and great personnel with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. But I do not understand what the hell is going on with the Eagles. So to me, considering the Eagles' talent on their offensive side of the ball, I believe they had the worst performance from a team perspective in Week 13. So those are my thoughts. J-Love, best player performance. Lamar Jackson, the most disappointing player performance. Cowboys-Niners, a tie for best team performance from Week 13. And the Eagles had the worst performance in Week 13 as a team perspective.